All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We got this.
Go, Mike.
190.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
First down, Rivers. And right away, he lost the football. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Hey, take your shots out back to huddle. Shots out back to huddle.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Close to right.
To throw, Rivers. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
Ready.
Mike 5-4.
Stay with your man.
To throw again. Newton. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. He hits Jermaine Kearse. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Safety screen.
Pilot, 64, weak. Red Delta!
Mike 51, Mike 51.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. Oh, his first carry. He loses the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
20.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Newton. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Sanders' kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. If you hit them, they go through.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Set 1
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone, and turning it over.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you've got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
51.
They go play action. Rivers. He's got Kearse. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Jermaine Kearse, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they got the extra point, and that'll make it 24-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Bravo! White!
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
White!
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Kearse. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch that one.
Hey, 79! 79!
54.
It's going to be a long day.
Hey, here we go.
Be a long
Be hot! Be hot!
From the gun, Rivers. And this is caught by Kearse. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
I'm coming after you.
White, 89!
Off the play fake here, Rivers. Complete out right to Kearse. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Rivers now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
I got it. Tight dog.
Red Delta! Hey, Ricky Hunt!
On 2nd down, Johnson tried to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Set. Black 15.
Yeah. Check 50.
Alpha.
5.
Play action now. Rivers. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
Let's go.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Tackles.
First down, here's White. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Newton is going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they work this out past the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
To throw is Rivers. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. The 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, look. Hey, Delta. Behind.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Alert 3. Check.
51's the mic, boy. 51.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
0.
Check.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Is it 180? 180?
54.
I got him.
On the sneak, Rivers hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Newton, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Newton. And a dump off to White. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. A final shot before the break. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. Touchdown, Washington. James White, 76 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Cluster. Hey, high 7.
51
To throw again. Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Orange 4. Hey, Haywood.
51. Watch the screen.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. He finds Beckham complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. A first down throw here for Rivers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered. It's both feet down for the completion.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down. From the 39, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jason Pierre-Paul bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. After the sack on first down, Rivers, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
51's the mic. Watch the run.
Q.
51, Mike, 51.
On play action, Rivers. And almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Time to go, night. Check.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
51 the mic, boy, 51.
Red! Room! White! Hey, Charlie!
Mike 51.
Load it!
Mike 51.
Play fake. Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Delta! Hey, I'm going to go load it.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Off the play fake. Rivers. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
No.
Throwing again. Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown,
Good job,
Washington.
Good job.
A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together in all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!"
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
It's just me and you.
Rivers to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Emerson Griffin, his second sack of the night. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing, Rivers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
6-6, pull it high.
On 1st down, Johnson breaks the tackles, get room to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position. Through the pick six. Obviously cost it.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Off the play fake. Rivers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
That's it. Right at the 8. 8.
She runs. Shift.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Step 1 8.
67's the mic.
Great.
To throw again on second down. Newton eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about that.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Come on,
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham.
Keep playing hard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw, Rivers. It's caught by OBJ. And they're able to get this one across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it's going to be second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51. Go, go, go. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike.
Zero.
Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
On second down, Rivers again. Steps away to his left. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's going, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Great.
Throwing here, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Being chased out left. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together? Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Redskins scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
They're running it.
Opting to run again here with White. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
That's it, baby.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable